To you? Okay, all right. Okay, so Sue, contact Sue. Okay, he's into the... All right, Lynn Shreve, first on the track, car number 83, the Slug.
21.28.
21.28. 21.28 for Lynn Shreve. The Slug sponsored by Hams, Ashley's Automotive, API Incorporated, Jim's Video, Auto Marine, First Impression, Heritage Restaurant, Steve's Performance, Lynn Shreve, Mobile Home Roofing.
21.07.
21.07. 20.96. 20.96. 20.96.
20.31.
20.31 for Soul.
$20.15.
20.15 for McDougal.
$22.44.
22.44. 22.44 for Groshong.
$21.91. 21.36.
21.36. 21.36 for Kingsbury.
$21.27.
21.27. 21.27. Yo. What? Melissa went to see if she could find one.
21.33.
21.
20.23.
20.23. 20.23. This is going to be a weird night.
20.11.
20.61. 22.61 for Jack Carroll.
Oh, okay. 21.64.
21.64. 21.64. Yeah.
I can't drive 55. If he could drive 55, he might.
21.91. 20.27.
20.27. 20.27. 20.24. 22.02. 22.02 for Anderson. Yeah, Cooper. This But they're different.
21.99. 22.79.
Both of them.
22.79. 22.79.
I love it. 23.33.
23.3.
22.52.
22.52. 22.52. Oh, Kenny Lee almost losing it. That'll slow his time down.
24.51.
24.51.
17.34.
Ouch.
17.34. 17.34. 17.34 for Tom Elam.
17.96.
20.26. 20.26 for Lancaster. Twenty point 19.19. 19.19 for Tom Wagoner, sponsored by Star Racing Products, Pearson Racing, and First Impression. Nineteen point zero seven. 19.07 for Murphy, sponsored by Murphy's Saw Shop, Pren Machine Shop, and Northgate Auto Parts. The White Firebird. 19.0. 17.32. 17.32 for Dendy. 17.27. 17.
Oh, this is the program.
There's also 2 watches.
Wait a second.
18.77. 18.77.
There's also 2 watches that go with those.
Okay.
On Balloon Wild, I need all 3 locations given.
18.60.
18.60.
18.96.
18.96. 18.96 for Chris Murphy in car number 21.
I hope.
Chris Murphy.
Yeah. I think. Unless Buddy's driving it.
19.19.
19.19 for Mark Wilson in car number 20. Wilson from Coburg, Oregon, sponsored by Pro Auto Parts on River Road and Don's Texaco. 19. 19.71. 19.71. Is that loud enough, Jim? Probably not, right? Give me an estimation when you get time later. 19 point. 20.01. 20.01. Man, I can't even hear myself. 19.73. 18.04. 18.04. I can't even hear myself. Either these guys are really loud, right? $20.59. 20.59. Also sponsored by Jerry's Body and Paint, Performance Transmissions, Pennzoil, and Donna's Country Kitchen in Reedsport. Sweet Home and MP Racing, the owner Mike Armstrong, Carl Parks. $21.38 for Les Kelly. It sounds like all I'm getting is stuff down on the right end. I ain't getting anything. 19. 18.34. 18.34. I ain't gonna hear anything I'm saying in this car. 19.16 for Pat Collins, sponsored by Pearson Performance Engines, B&E Body Shop in Springfield, American Tire and Brake, and Automotive Center Central Service in Eugene. 17.03. 17.03, the fast time for the day. What'd you get? 17.13. You got 17.13.
I've been right off with you.
Have you? Huh. Well, either way, that's the fast time, but that's interesting.
I've been within
22.76. 22.76. Don't let one for Alexander. Yow. The 10L car of Gus Cooper from Cresswell. Gus Cooper, sponsored by Wall Insulators and Eastside Machine. What?
23.96.
I don't. Oh, that's right. What? 23.96. 23.9. The announcer would like a large Coke.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm parched. All right, we still need to give Gus Cooper another green. So that last time was Doug Alexander's second time. Cooper to be under the green now.
20.99.
20.99. 20.99. I still, Mark Howard isn't driving what? This? No, that's, well, Jay.
20.99.
20.99 again? 20 point.
19.26.
19.26. 19.26 for Jerry York out of Albany. And the bug's so noisy.
19.34.
20.21.
20.21. 20.21 for Lauber. 18.69. 18.69.
I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Money's not that important.
18.55.
The first car comes around and takes the checker before the other one starts.
21.94.
21.94 for car number 1.
$20.89.
20.89.
Ed's just lost as everybody else is. We're all just bozos. What are we doing?
Yeah, but at least when I make a mistake, hundreds of other people notice.
20.38.
20.
19.18.
19.18. 19.18 for Sherry. Eight.
25.40.
25.40. 25.40 for car 65J. One of the pools, and the other one's in that orange. I hope, is that car number 1 too? That'll be lovely. The brown plug's busted off. 20.85. 20.85. I know that's not supposed to be that way. Yeah, and the light won't come on. It keeps, I hit the reset button and the clicker per minute went off again, so I think it's
20.1.
times that Bill Arnold gives him the green. Here we go. Glenn Anderson down low, Groshong on the outside. Kingsbury now moving up. Dave Kingsbury, first time out here this season, and Kingsbury moving up on the inside, the J7 car. Kingsbury right close and tight with Anderson. Anderson leading the pack around turn 4. Anderson with Groshong on the outside, and Kingsbury trying to get in through the middle. It is still Anderson with Groshong. There's Kingsbury, try to squirt through. Kingsbury, no room. Sticking close to Glenn Anderson, that Rebel Charger 64. Groshong again on the outside, taking a long way home. It's still Anderson, Glenn Anderson. Kingsbury now trying to go on the outside. There goes Kingsbury. Dave Kingsbury taking over control. It is Kingsbury in the J7 car, waiting for that white flag. One more lap to go. Kingsbury on that final lap now. Anderson, Culhane, and Groshong. Our Sportsman Trophy Dash. Coming around for the checkered flag, Dave Kingsbury. Kingsbury, Anderson, Culhane, and Groshong. What's this for a trophy car? There's Dave Kingsbury, ladies and gentlemen.
They're going up since we placed them.
Dave Kingsbury.
Yeah, it's in the sleeper.
Yeah, give him a little hand there. These drivers certainly aren't in it for the money. They'll tell you that. Dave Kingsbury from Lebanon. Our trophy truck from Far West Truck Center. Off I-5 in Coburg, a 1987 Freightliner. Rod the driver, and the trophy girl is Rod's daughter, 4-year-old Kelly Sprague. Far West Truck Center. Well, it's the first time we've had one of these as a trophy truck, that's for sure. You want to give me all the information on that, Fred?
13 speed, Spicer rear end.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? You could fit little Kelly Sprague into the glove compartment of that truck, huh? That's sweet. Kelly Sprague and her father driving that 1987 Freightliner, our trophy truck.
4.5.
Beautiful. Does it have air?
Does it have air? You bet. It's got 270 and it's 2 windows down at 70 miles an hour. It's that new maintenance-free.
Don't get me started, Fred. Don't get me started. 33L from Coquille, Oregon, John Brew. The Mustang, car number 9, Randy McDougall. And from Santa Clara, car number 56, Steve Halsey. Bob Soule, a rookie this year, driving real well, and John Brew has been very impressive. Of course, there's always Steve Halsey in any race. You can't ever count him out. And Randy McDougall has also been very competitive this year. The Hams I-5 Challenge, big weekend. Here we go, under the green. John Brew taking an easy ride out front. Brew, Halsey down low. Steve Halsey right behind Bob Soule. Brew, Soule, and Halsey. And McDougall. John Brew. John Brew, followed by Bob Soule and Steve Halsey and Randy McDougall. Not really going at it, are they? It is still Brew.
People like to go down while there's a break in the action.
Halsey now looking to get around Soule. Actually, they all look like they're taking it pretty easy right now. All right, white flag is out. One more lap to go. It is still John Brew. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let her know that we have added prizes now, because we, according to theory, already had that figured out. And the checkered flag for John Brew. John Brew winning that trophy dash, followed by Soule, gentlemen. And our trophy truck again, that 1987 Freightliner from Far West Truck Center.
It's kind of suspended over the stadium, you know, so it's kind of weird to walk along there. You got the windows, everything's creepy. Thank you.
There she comes with that trophy. Yeah. John Brew and 4-year-old Kelly Sprague. Driven tonight by Mark Howard. The 04 car of Denny Holland. Driving 7R, Jim's son, that's Tom Wagoner. And car number 20 from Coburg, Mark Wilson. Howard on the, oh, watch out, Tom Wagoner getting a little loose there. Oh boy, Mark Howard, Denny Holland, Tom Wagoner driving. It is Howard, Mark Howard, followed by Denny Holland, Mark Wilson, and Tom Wagoner. It is still Howard. Here comes Holland. Holland coming up on Howard. Here comes Denny Holland. Tom Wagoner coming up on Wilson. Mark Howard, still the leader, car number 31. White flag coming out. One more lap to go for Mark Howard. Denny Holland on the outside. Here comes Denny. Here comes Denny. Ew, it's real close, neck and neck. Howard pulling it out. Denny going forward. Oh boy, there goes Denny Holland. Coming around for the checkered flag, Denny Holland. Yeah. Nice bit of racing there from Denny Holland. Surprise, surprise. Holland pulling it out there on the last lap. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Denny.
Got a water bed in him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Top speed really about 62?
Actually, it's about 82.
And little Kelly Sprague out once again. No, he won't bite, Kelly, don't worry.
Microwave, refrigerator.
They just got ICC approval.
Good job, Denny.
Couple of years.
No. Yes. Sort of. Those are the things there, but then we don't have, Starting off in the pole position from Vancouver, Washington, Harold Schroeder. Car number 65 from Ashland, Oregon, Don Harper. From the little town of Gaylord, Oregon, car number 21, and Tom Elam. And from the coast, car number 67, Doyle Dendy. Whopper in the first row, Elam and Dendy, here we go. Don Harper from Ashland outside, Schroeder down low, there goes Dendy. Harper having trouble right off the bat. Doyle Dendy now up close on Schroeder, here comes Elam. It is Schroeder and Dendy, Dendy on the outside now. Ooh, this looks like a good one. Schroeder, oh, Tom Elam, look out. Watch out, Harold. Oh boy, everybody all over the track. All right, Harold digging up some dirt. Schroeder, and we got a yellow. Here we go, back under the green. And now Dendy takes control. Doyle Dendy out front, Elam coming close, Harper in third. It is Dendy, Elam, and Harper. And the white flag is out. One more lap to go now for Dendy. All right, here comes Elam. Look at Elam go at it. Dendy followed by Elam. You can never count Tom Elam out of it. Look at Elam. He's right there on his nose. The checkered flag for Doyle Dendy. Doyle Dendy. Tom Elam. Don Harper. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, Doyle Dendy. Yeah, we've got some qualified drivers tonight. This is going to be interesting.
That's just the thing to take your mother-in-law for a Sunday drive. Stick her back there and look at that little portable.
You know, and I was going to buy one of those last week, and I thought,
it wasn't enough to check with you.
Yeah, not enough. There she comes, little 4-year-old Kelly Sprague. She's doing a fine job out there. Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah. Doyle Dendy in car number 53. Here we go, under the green. First heat race. There goes Alexander, followed by Likens. Likens coming out of the pack now in 55. Doug Alexander in 15. Alexander, there comes Anderson into third. Our first heat race involving the sportsmen. Alexander, Likens, and Anderson. 1, 2, 3. Doug Alexander from Springfield. Oh, there goes Whitaker. Jack having trouble. He's going to go plow the field. Okay. Whitaker off of turn 2. Here comes Likens moving up. Here comes Troy Likens. Alexander backing up, or Whitaker rather, backing up onto the track. Oh. Back under the green, and is Alexander. Oh, watch out for Likens. Likens having handling trouble. Look, he's all over the road. Hanging in there, Troy Likens. Glenn Anderson now. Anderson moving back up. It is Alexander, your leader. Alexander, Likens, and Anderson. All right, Glenn Alexander down low. Look at Alexander go for it. Alexander, he wants second. Alexander right there. Oh, boy. Alexander trying to squeeze through. Likens on the outside, 55 and 64, battling for second. Right, what'd I say? Alexander, the leader. In second now, Anderson. Glenn Anderson, 64, taking over. Groshong's going to follow him. Mitch Groshong edging into third. It is still Doug Alexander. Glenn Anderson. White flag is out. One more lap to go in this heat race. Alexander, Anderson, Groshong, and Likens. Here comes Glenn Anderson. Anderson moving up. Look at Anderson go. Glenn's putting the heat on Doug Alexander. Checkered flag coming out for Doug Alexander. Alexander, Anderson, Groshong, Likens, and Carroll.
He could, but he can't, so he won't.
Here, no, we got a yellow. From Bill Arnold. Dave Kingsbury. It's Kingsbury again. Jumping out in front in J7. Kingsbury, watch out, John Henderson. Look out. Henderson hitting a little dirt there. Kingsbury, followed closely by Culhane and Shreve. And we got a caution. Arnold gives him the green once again. It is still Kingsbury. Sapp, look at Sapp go. Here comes Tim Sapp, already into third. Sapp is really moving. Shreve coming back on him. It is Kingsbury and Culhane. Kingsbury. It is still Kingsbury, followed by Culhane. Sapp trying to catch up to Culhane, and he's doing a mighty fine job of it. Bill Amick to the announcer's booth. Bill Amick to the announcer's booth. Here comes Sapp. Sapp trying to get around Culhane. A little too wide, and Shreve wants his place back. It is still Kingsbury with a big lead. Sapp and Shreve battling for third. Kingsbury and Culhane. Kingsbury and Culhane, quite a battle for third. Battle for third between Sapp and Shreve. It is Kingsbury, J7, Culhane, 59. Here comes Wood up on the outside of Shreve. Wood getting past Shreve. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Kingsbury and Culhane. Kingsbury and Culhane. And then we've got a mess for third. Here comes Wood. Wood up on Sapp. Sapp and Wood on the backstretch. Kind of goes together, don't it? Sapp and Wood. Oh, that was terrible. And the winner, Kingsbury. Kingsbury, Culhane, Wood, Sapp, and Shreve, and Henderson.
I'm proud of you.
No, you get with it. Here we go. John Brew trying to sneak up through. It's Duncan on the outside. Oh, Brew getting loose. Look out. Oh, boy. John Brew and Kenny Lee Jameson. Jameson said to heck with our restart, and it's Lee Duncan out in front. Duncan in that little four-cylinder. Duncan taking control. Duncan, Hafner, and Brew. Halsey now moving up. Halsey and Brew. And Bob Soule right behind Halsey. It's Lee Duncan. John Brew now moving up on Hafner. John Brew wants the way around, and Halsey's right behind him. Oh, that's awful close in turn two. Real tight. John Brew on the outside of Hafner now. Here comes Brew. Look out for Brew. John Brew riding the high side and putting his foot on it. There goes Brew. Halsey's right behind him. Oh, Halsey and Hafner real close. Brew into second place. Here comes Halsey. Halsey's trying to get around Hafner on the back stretch. Halsey and Hafner neck and neck for third. It is Halsey by an inch. There he goes. Halsey, and now Bob Soule would like to do the same thing. Lee Duncan out in front. Duncan in that little four-cylinder. Duncan followed by Brew and Halsey. Jamison now with trouble. Jamison trying to almost miss the chute there, coming into the pits. Duncan, six-cylinder. Oh, I think it's four. Oh, yeah. That's a six-cylinder driven by Lee Duncan. He had a four-cylinder last year. It is Duncan. And there goes Halsey. Brew must be having trouble. Brew smoking it up. He's got something rubbing or blowing something. John Brew fading back fast. Brew with trouble. It is Duncan and Halsey. Lee Duncan. Duncan in 18D. Boy, Brew with plenty of trouble. John Brew smoking it up. Here comes Halsey now, moving up past slower traffic. White flag, one more lap to go. Lee Duncan and Steve Halsey. And then Bob Soule in third, followed by Hafner and McDougall. Coming around for the checkered flag, it's Lee Duncan. Duncan, Halsey, Soule. Watch out, Luca. Leroy Lancaster in 23. That's Lancaster in 23. Joker Crenshaw in 44. Les Kelly in 19. Mark Howard in 31. Rob Lawver 52. And Bob Hooker in 93. That's the lineup. All right, it is still Lucky Luca Cappiello. Cappiello followed by Lancaster. Cappiello and Lancaster. Luca's been having trouble with his handling recently. There's Les Kelly, speaking of handling, up on the outside of 1 and 2. Kelly getting back on track. Cappiello followed by Lancaster now. Crenshaw and Howard. Cappiello. It is Cappiello in 55. Cappiello followed by Lancaster. Mark Howard in third. Here comes Howard. Look at Howard go. Howard right up next to Lancaster. Howard and Lancaster in second, right behind Cappiello. Here comes Howard. Mark Howard. There goes Howard. Howard jumping into the lead. There he goes. Boy, that didn't take long. Mark Howard building up the lead already. Howard, Cappiello, and Lancaster. Here comes Bob Hooker. Whoa, there goes Bob Hooker. Bob Hooker spinning out off of turn 2. Back under the green. Mark Howard now. Joker Crenshaw moving up on the outside. There goes Joker. Joker wants third. Joker's got third. It's Crenshaw into third. Lancaster coming back up. Here comes Hooker moving up quickly. Joker on the outside. Joker Crenshaw trying to get around Cappiello. Crenshaw taking the high road. Crenshaw and Cappiello. What a battle for second. Here comes Lawver sneaking up. Crenshaw and Cappiello. Look at him go. The white flag. One more lap to go for Mark Howard. Mark Howard. Here comes Joker. Joker Crenshaw moving into second place. Crenshaw into second. Lawver wants to do the same thing. Here comes Lawver in that VW Bug. Luca says no. Here, checkered flag for Mark Howard. Howard, the winner. Second place goes to Crenshaw. Watch out, Luca. Lawver third. Luca Cappiello having some handling trouble. In the first row, under the green. Tom Wagoner and Holland in the first row, Collins and Wilson in the second row. Then it's Monty Murphy, 06. The 07 car, Buddy Murphy in 21, and Sherry Bound in the 02 car. Holland and Wagoner. Holland and Wagoner, Denny Holland. Denny Holland now. Holland, Wagoner. And then it's Collins, Wilson, 07, a Carl Parks, Monty Murphy in 06, and Buddy Murphy, no relation, in car number 21. Denny Holland. It is Holland, followed by Tom Wagoner, son of Jim. Holland driving great tonight. Holland, Wagoner, and Collins. Buddy Murphy trying to get around Carl Parks. Farther in the pack there. Carl Parks, 07, Buddy Murphy, 21X. Denny Holland and Tom Wagoner still. It is still Holland and Wagoner. Collins in third. Wilson, Parks, and Murphy. Tom Wagoner edging up on Denny Holland. Mark Wilson fading back. Wilson having a little trouble. There goes Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy getting around Carl Parks on the backstretch. Murphy into fourth place. It is still Denny Holland. Denny Holland, 04, followed by Tom Wagoner, and then Pat Collins in third. The white flag is out. One more lap to go for Denny Holland. Here comes Tom Wagoner. Tom Wagoner putting the heat on. The young Wagoner following Holland. Tom Wagoner, son of Jim, really putting the heat on. Checkered flag is out for Denny Holland. Second time tonight. Holland winning again. Green. Frank Brewer jumping out in front. It is Brewer, followed by Bentley. Here comes Harvey and Wheaton. Frank Brewer in the lead. It is Brewer and Bentley. Bob Harvey on the outside. Harvey, 16. Here he comes. It is still Frank Brewer. Harvey and Bentley. Oh, there goes Robert Sprague. Robert Sprague spinning out, and Harvey into second place. Robert Sprague spinning out in turn 2. The yellow flag is out. Racing to the yellow. Back under the green. Frank Brewer and Bob Harvey. Here comes Bob. Brewer and Harvey, followed by Bentley and Wheaton. Bob Harvey ready to get around Brewer. Harvey pounding on the door. It is Harvey pounding on that door. Frank Brewer and Bob Harvey. Bentley now moving up. Here comes Terry Bentley. Schroeder trying to move up. Bob Harvey doing it again. Frank Brewer says no. Here comes Harvey. Harvey and Brewer neck and neck. Brewer hanging on. And, Bob Harvey up high, losing a little ground. Here comes Harvey back once again. Here comes Doyle Dendy. Doyle Dendy moving into fourth. Brewer and Harvey. He'll find a lot of trouble getting around Frank Brewer. A whole lot of trouble. Here comes Doyle Dendy. Here comes Harvey. Dendy into third. Here comes Harvey. Harvey on the outside of Brewer. Brewer says no. Harvey and Brewer. Look at this. Frank Brewer. Brewer hanging on. Brewer slamming the door shut. It is Brewer and Harvey. Here comes Harvey, and look for Doyle Dendy now. White flag getting ready to come out. The time is running out for Bob Harvey. Oh, Doyle Dendy now, right on his tail. One more lap to go. This is it for Harvey. Here comes Harvey. Harvey on the outside. Here comes Dendy down low. Frank Brewer is closing the door. Here comes Harvey's last chance at it. The checkered flag is getting ready. Here comes Frank. It's Frank Brewer. Brewer and Cindy. Division, here we go. Starting off in the pole position, car number 65J from Albany, that's Don Poole. Car number 15 from Springfield, Oregon, Doug Alexander. Car number 11E from Eugene, Jack Whitaker. Car number 55 from Junction City, Troy Likens. Also from Junction City, car number 24J, Kenny Lee Jameson. Car number 45L from Eugene, Jack Carroll. And car number 67J, Jim Poole. B main for our sportsman division. Bill Arnold gives him the green. Here we go. Don Poole and Doug Alexander, and oh, there goes, well, the other Poole made it back on. He started to go off and came back on. Here comes Likens, like he's getting out of a parking slot. Troy Likens going right past everybody. It is Likens. Likens into the lead, followed by Don Poole. Likens, Poole, Alexander, Jameson, and Carroll getting crowded there. Here comes Kenny Lee Jameson trying to get around Alexander for third. Carroll and Whitaker battling. Likens with the big lead. Look out, Doug Alexander, good night. Alexander into the dirt. We got a yellow. Back with the green, here we go. Kenny Lee Jameson rear ends him. Jameson runs right into the back end of Poole, and they stay on the track. Unbelievable. Jameson getting a little heady there. I think he'll try and go around him this time. Good idea, Jameson. Jameson and Poole. Now Jameson after Likens. Kenny Lee Jameson, boy, put his foot on it and almost went right through him. Likens followed by Jameson. Likens, Jameson, and then the two Pooles. Don and Jim. Did what? I don't understand what you're saying. All right, Kenny Lee Jameson into the lead. He did what in the 55? Built it. Oh, okay. Built. Okay. Kenny Lee Jameson. Kenny Lee Jameson followed by Troy Likens, and then the two. Oh, there goes Jack Carroll spinning out. Carroll spinning out in turn one. Jameson, and we got a yellow. Jameson followed by Likens. The two Pooles battling. Look at the two Pooles. Jim Poole and Don Poole. Look out. Carroll's in the middle there. Get around him. Here we go. Back under the green. Jameson and Likens. Jim Poole. Don Poole. Here comes Jim Poole. Jim Poole coming on. Jim Poole challenging Likens now for second. Poole in the orange. Likens 55. It's Kenny Lee Jameson. Jameson followed by Likens and Poole. Here comes Poole now once again. Back at Likens. Jameson, Likens, and Poole. Poole trying to get around Likens. Jameson with a comfortable lead on the backstretch. Here comes Poole once again at Likens. Likens too quick for him on the straightaways. Here comes Poole once again. It is still Jameson. Jameson followed by Likens. Jim Poole in that orange car. Poole coming up on Likens. Alexander and Don Poole battling for fourth. All right, it's still Jameson. Kenny Lee Jameson taking a Sunday drive now, and we got a yellow. Caution as we lost somebody over turn 4, Doug Alexander. Alexander on West 1st. Towing 24 hours, expert auto service. Kenny Lee Jameson, followed by Troy Likens. Here comes Jim Poole. Jim Poole still hanging in there at 3rd, followed by Don Poole, Whitaker, and Carroll. Jameson with his lead. A comfortable lead for Kenny Lee. Here comes Jim Poole again up on Likens. Just a couple of laps left. Boy, some of these drivers having trouble staying on the road. And the white flag coming out now. White flag, 1 lap to go for Kenny Lee Jameson. Jameson could probably shut it down and coast from here. Kenny Lee Jameson, it's been a Sunday afternoon drive for him. Checkered flag for Jameson. Jameson, Troy Likens, Jim Poole, and Jack Whitaker coming across for 4th. Jack Carroll and Don Poole, and that does it for the B main. Let's hear it for him. Give him a hand. Thank you. He needs it. It was an easy race, but he still deserves a hand. It's not easy keeping those cars on the track, that's for sure. Our trophy girl, Kimberly Johnson from Springfield High, a senior. And there you go. Well, she's no Kelly Sprague, but she'll do, right? It's just a joke. Central Lincoln Mercury providing our trophy car, a 1987 Cougar RX-7. Is he ready?
J4.
Oh. All right, here we go. In the pole position, car number 64 from Albany, Glenn Anderson. Car number 53 from Marcola, Mitch Groshong. Car number 59, that's Chris Culhane. Impressive tonight, driving from J7, Dave Kingsbury. From Veneta, car number 74, John Henderson. Car number 83, it's the Slug, Lynn Shreve. Wait a minute. J3 and Tim Sapp. What? Okay. J55 from Lebanon, Mike Wood. From Eugene, car number 29, that's Bob Soule. Car number 9, the Mustang of Randy McDougall. Car number J4 from Lebanon, Lynn Hafner. Car number 56 from Santa Clara, Steve Halsey. All right, advancing up from the B main, car number 24, Kenny Lee Jameson. And car number 55, Troy Likens. And finally, car number 18D, Lee Duncan. And that's the lineup for the A main. All right, here we go under the green. It is Glenn Anderson and Mitch Groshong. There goes Groshong on the outside. It is Groshong, followed by Kingsbury. There goes Anderson real quick. Groshong hit the dirt. Watch out, Mitch. Mitch riding the dirt on the outside there. He's back on, no problem. It is Kingsbury. Dave Kingsbury. Kingsbury in the J7 car. Here comes Culhane. Culhane in 59. It is Chris Culhane. Anderson, Shreve. Kingsbury, impressive tonight. Dave Kingsbury. Kingsbury and Culhane, followed by the slug. Mike Wood on the outside of Anderson. Here goes Wood into 4th place. Lynn Hafner behind him. Steve Hulsey trying to move up. Here comes Culhane on Kingsbury. Kingsbury, J7. Chris Culhane. Culhane up awful high. Watch out, Culhane. Lynn Shreve down low. Here comes the slug. Lynn Shreve into 2nd place. Oh, look out for Culhane. Oh! He gets hit broadsided by Wood, and somebody else hits Wood. Boy, oh boy. Chris Culhane. Culhane narrowly escaping any major damage right there, boy. And Bob Soule with his bumper. Here we go. What's he need? Look at that, tire's just really messed up. Green, Bill Arnold gives it. Kingsbury. It is still Kingsbury. Here comes Shreve. And John Henderson back out now. A lot tighter now. Here comes Hulsey. Hulsey in 4th. Sapp behind him. Kingsbury followed by Shreve. Shreve and Hafner. It is Kingsbury. Now they're bunching up behind Shreve. Steve Hulsey trying to fight his way in. Steve Hulsey into 3rd. Here comes Hulsey now. Hulsey on the inside, 56. Hulsey looking to get into 2nd. Shreve is 2nd. It is still Kingsbury. Here comes Hulsey. Here comes Hulsey trying to get inside of Shreve. Lynn shuts the door. Shreve hanging in there 2nd. Oh, they're real close into 3 now. Kingsbury hanging on in the lead. It's Kingsbury, Shreve, and Hulsey. Here comes Hulsey. Steve Hulsey trying to squeeze into 2nd. Hulsey on the inside of Shreve. Here comes Hulsey. Hulsey into 2nd place. Steve Hulsey. Lynn Hafner wants to do the same thing. Hafner in J4. Here comes Hafner on the inside of Shreve now. Hulsey looking to get around Kingsbury. Hulsey on the outside. Hulsey wants to get around Kingsbury. Here comes Hulsey. There he goes. Steve Hulsey. Here comes Kingsbury right back. Kingsbury not giving up easily. J7. It is Hulsey. Hulsey into the lead. Hulsey, now Lynn Hafner wants to get around Kingsbury. Hulsey with the lead. Steve Hulsey from Santa Clara. It is Hulsey, a familiar position for him. Hulsey. Hafner now. Hafner challenging Kingsbury. Hafner in 3rd. Whoop, Mike Wood having trouble back on turn 2. Halsey. And spinning out is Likens. Likens spinning out at turn 2. Likens setting on the infield at turn 2. It is still Halsey. Here comes Likens. Back on. Halsey with a big lead. Lee Duncan moving up on Shreve. Duncan trying to get around Shreve. Lynn Shreve holding down the 4th spot. Lee Duncan charging him. Followed by McDougal and Sapp. Halsey with a comfortable lead. Steve Halsey. Hafner trying to get around Kingsbury. Halsey's lead on the increase. A big lead for Steve Halsey, followed by Kingsbury, J7, and then Lynn Hafner. Hafner in the Mustang. Randy McDougal now trying to move up. Everybody moving up on the 2nd place car, Kingsbury. Look at it's a pack now. A pack behind 2nd place Kingsbury. Halsey all alone. Hafner behind Kingsbury. Here comes Hafner on the outside of Kingsbury. Lynn Hafner in J4 wants 2nd place. Hafner on the outside. Kingsbury down low. The battle for 2nd place. There goes Hafner. Hafner's got it. Hafner on the outside. Watch out. He's squeezing him out. Hafner's got it. Lynn Hafner into 2nd place. Hafner has 2nd place. Hafner, Kingsbury. Here comes Lee Duncan on the outside. Duncan wants to do the same thing. It is Duncan on the outside. Duncan past McDougal. Trying to get around Kingsbury, everybody. Kingsbury is 3rd. Steve Halsey, the leader. Halsey is your leader. Halsey 1st. Hafner 2nd. Yellow flag is out. Likens. Likens dragging something. All right, back under the green. Here we go. Steve Halsey. Halsey followed by Hafner. Steve Halsey from here comes Look at Hafner go. Hafner says he wants it. Lynn Hafner right behind Halsey now. Steve Halsey thinks he's got it easy. He's got another thing coming. Halsey followed by Hafner and then Kingsbury. All right, the 2 Lebanon drivers behind Steve Halsey. Halsey, Hafner, and Kingsbury. Lynn Shreve 4th, followed by McDougal and Duncan and Sapp. Lynn Shreve moving up on Kingsbury. Halsey and Hafner pulling away from everybody now. Halsey and Hafner. Steve Halsey, Lynn Hafner in the J4 car. Dave Kingsbury, first time out tonight in J7 here at the Eugene Speedway. Randy McDougal moving up on Lynn Shreve. Shreve, McDougal, and Duncan. McDougal moving up on Duncan. Duncan on the inside. McDougal on the outside. Quite a battle for 5th. It is still Halsey and Hafner. Hafner staying close. Hafner is not out of this yet. Lynn Hafner behind Steve Halsey. 56 in J4. All right, and a good battle at 5th. Halsey, Hafner, Kingsbury, Shreve. The white flag, one more lap to go. One more lap to go for Steve Halsey. Halsey and Hafner. Kingsbury having more trouble, but hanging on to third is Kingsbury. Look at Shreve. Everybody wants to get around Kingsbury. Checkered flag coming out for Steve Holsey. Holsey, Hafner, and look at this battle for third. It is... Who is that? Back to Okinawa after this weekend. Here we go under the green. Capiello out in front. It's Lucky Luca. Capiello followed by Lancaster. Here comes Lover, and Mark Howard's right behind him. So is Tom Wagoner. Look at Tom Wagoner go. Wagoner's passing everybody. It's Lancaster out in front, but look at Tom Wagoner. Tom Wagoner went from last place to third place in one lap. Look at Tom Wagoner. 7R, the kid is hot tonight. Wagoner into second place, all the way from the back of the pack in 2 laps. Tom Wagoner fighting for the lead now. Jim's got to be proud of his son. It is Wagoner right behind Leroy Lancaster. Lancaster with a lead, but Wagoner's come from all the way in the back. Boy, it is. Look at Wagoner. Look at Wagoner. There goes Tom Wagoner. Wow. Wagoner into the lead in just a few short laps. Wagoner all the way from the back. Tom Wagoner really taking control. Mark Howard now. Howard trying to get around Lancaster. It is oh, there goes Leroy. Look out, Lancaster spinning out. Back under the green. This will be a good battle. Mark Howard now behind Wagoner. There goes Wagoner. Whoa. Wagoner really pulling away. Tom Wagoner, Denny Holland now. Holland coming up on a hooker for third. But Tom Wagoner really taking control. Wagoner in 7R. Mark Howard, 31. Here goes Denny Holland. Denny Holland inside a hooker. It is Holland into third place. Holland in 04 into third place. It is still Tom Wagoner on the backstretch. Wagoner followed by Howard, 31. And then Denny Holland in the 04 car. He is third place. Bob Hooker fourth. Holland trying to get around Howard. It is Holland battling for second now. In the meantime, Tom Wagoner just opens up that lead. Wagoner with a big lead. Holland trying to get around Howard. Tom Wagoner with a lead. Here comes Denny Holland on the outside of Mark Howard. There goes Holland. Holland now trying to get around Howard. Tom Wagoner behind slower traffic now on the backstretch. Look at Wagoner go. What a race by Tom Wagoner. Tom Wagoner, 7R, out in front. Holland still trying to get around Howard for second. On the backstretch, 31 holding off 04. It is still Wagoner. Wagoner lengthening his lead. Look at the lead Wagoner has. York is second. 31 is second. Wagoner with almost a half a lap now. Tom Wagoner pulling away from everybody else. Wagoner way out front. Denny. Denny Holland and Bob Hooker, second, 3 and 4. Second place car, 31, that's Mark Howard. Howard, Denny Holland right behind him. Holland working hard, trying to get around Mark Howard. Still can't do it. Mark Howard still in second place. And Tom Wagoner just keeps rolling on. Look at Wagoner go. Wagoner almost a half a lap. Here goes Holland. Holland up high again. Holland trying to get around Howard. He can't do it again. And now Hooker. Hooker moving in. Oh, Hooker can't hang on to it. Nobody wants third place. Holland and Hooker. Tom Wagoner. Wagoner 7R trying to get through slower traffic. Wagoner in turn 3, a half a lap in front of everybody else. 7R your leader. Mark Howard second, 31, followed by Denny Holland and Bob Hooker. Wagoner out in front, 7R. Howard getting through slower traffic now. 31 is the second place vehicle. Everybody getting around slower, Capiello. And the lead just keeps on growing and growing. Tom Wagoner really blowing out the rest of the field. Holland still trying to get around Mark Howard. Holland is still trying to get around 31. Holland creeps up on those corners, and then Howard just pulls away from him on the backstretch. Here comes Holland again. Jay Rhodey into the pits. The lead keeps growing. It's more than a half a lap now. Tom Wagoner may be able to lap everybody. Rob Lawver just stopped there out of turn 2. Lawver is just waiting on the inside of turn 2. Rob Lawver in the bug, 52, having trouble. It is still Wagoner. Wagoner now catching up to everybody else. All right, the white flag coming out for Tom Wagoner. Wagoner, just one more lap to go, and he's way out in front. That's Wagoner. Wagoner with 3/4 of a lap lead on everybody else. There's the second place car, 31. Get that checkered flag out for Tom Wagoner. Wagoner pulling away and winning it. The second place car coming around now, 31. Finishing second, Mark Howard. Howard, Holland, and then Hooker. But Tom Wagoner blowing everybody's doors off. 3/4 of a
coming out, working on it.
Take that wheel off. Here we go, Tom Wagoner, ladies and gentlemen. And Kimberly Johnson, trophy girl from Springfield High. Get a look while you can, Tom. You got to head back overseas soon. You won't have any of that for a while. Tom Wagoner winning the B main.
Yeah, watch yourself.
3 laps, Betsy.
Our A main event scheduled for 35 laps. The Super Stocks, the Hams I-5 Challenge. A big weekend for these boys. This is very important, boys and girls, I should say. Sherry Bowen in this lineup tonight. The ladies and the gentlemen This is a big race for them. Points counting towards the championship at the end of the season, and it'll be double points for all the drivers on Sunday down in Roseburg. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Hams I-5 Challenge. Three-way race weekend. Three-way weekend? Wow, 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 wow. Well, we haven't, now what? Where's Ed? Oh, he was hiding. For what? He's yakking. And wake up. Starting off in the pole position, car number 35, that's Pat Collins. Let's give these drivers a hand, ladies and gentlemen. They appreciate it. Car number 20 from Coburg, Mark Wilson. In the 06 car from Redmond, Oregon, Monty Murphy. The 07 car from Sweet Home, Oregon, Carl Parks. Our lady driver from Portland, Oregon, Sherry Bound. Car number 21 from Cottage Grove, Buddy Murphy.
Whoa!
Car number 16, that's Frank Brewer. In the blue, car number 41, also from Sweet Home, Oregon, Terry Bentley. From Redmond, Oregon, the High Waller 01 Special, and Kenny Wheaton. From Vancouver, Washington, the 04 car, Harold Schroeder. The silver 65 from Ashland, Oregon, and Don Harper. Car number 21 from Gaylord, Oregon, Tom Elam. Car number 67 from the coast, Doyle Dendy. The winner of our B main event, Tom Wagoner. Car number 27, the fast time tonight, Robert Sprague. And car number 16X, that's Bob Harvey. All right, no, let's slow them down, get it organized here. We're under caution, boys. Don't get too excited. Slow down. Uh-oh, Wheaton. Blowing smoke. Kenny Wheaton looks like he's lost an engine. Wheaton blowing a lot of smoke and heading into the pits. Tough break for the High Waller 01 Special. Pat Collins on the outside having trouble. Wilson in the lead. Monty Murphy moving up. Here comes Monty. Murphy into second place. Carl Parks now zero. Oh, there goes Pat Collins. Good night. Pat Collins right off the side. And tickets $10 for dinner and dancing. That'll be fun. Amick to the concession stand, please. You notice it's everywhere where you don't need it. There's a fire in the
Parking lot.
Oh, great.
And all throughout the pit.
Under the green, here we go. Is it anywhere near my car? That's what I'd like to. Mark Will. Oh boy, look at that. What a mess. Carl Parks. What a mess. Carl Parks there, 07. Involved there, among others. And hopefully that will avoid the problems that we had earlier, according to theory. Okay, we assume that nothing will happen, and you know what happens when we assume. Here we go, back under the green. Monty Murphy taking control of that. Look at that Murphy go. Monty Murphy from Redmond, Oregon, out in front, followed by Carl Parks. Parks and then Sherry Bound. The lady is in third, Buddy Murphy and then Frank Brewer. All right. Moving up is Don Harper. Harper on the outside along with Tom Elam. Moving up quickly. Monty Murphy, the leader. It is still Murphy. Murphy followed by Parks. Murphy and Parks. Oh, there goes Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, look out. Dendy gets pushed off the side. Tom Wagoner slowing down here. What does Wagoner want? All right. It looks like Tom suffering trouble during this race. I forgot your. Yeah, I forgot, Lynn. Okay, sure. Where did I write it down at? Okay. Now let's read some horoscopes. What do you say? Who's a Libra? Ready? Monty Murphy from Redmond, Oregon. The 06 car. They're bunching up. Here we go under the green. Monty Murphy. It is Murphy, followed by Parks and Bound. Don Harper wants to get in that action. Tom Elam moving up 21. Here comes Elam, Bob Harvey, and Kenny Wheaton. It's Monty Murphy. Monty Murphy. Don Harper on the outside. Harper from Ashland. Elam right behind him. There goes Don Harper. Harper into second place. It is Harper. Elam trying to get around Parks now. Oh, Sprague moving up quickly. Look at Don Harper. There goes Elam. Elam into third. Don Harper trying to get around Monty Murphy. Here comes Elam. Here comes Bob Harvey. Harvey and Brewer moving up. Look at Don Harper. There goes Harper. Don Harper, Monty Murphy coming back. Wow, look at that. Uh-oh, Monty Murphy. Look out, look at Elam. Elam's crazy. Oh, Elam and Buddy Murphy. Boy, oh boy. Tom Elam. Last minute, shouldn't have made that move, and he paid the price for it. And so did Sherry Bound. That wasn't Buddy Murphy.
No, it's not Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, it's Sherry Bound.
Sherry Bound, 02.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sherry Bound hooking horns with Tom Elam there, as Elam tried to make that crazy move to get around everybody. Elam's probably thinking to himself right now, I shouldn't have done it, I shouldn't have done it, I shouldn't have done it. That involved quite a few cars. Quite a few cars involved in that little fracas. Don Harper, Monty Murphy, Tom Elam, Sherry Bound. Terry Bentley kind of weaving his way through that and thinking he already had his. So now we got to take care of Monty Murphy and we'll be all set. Yeah. Why don't they just tow the damn car off? What's the deal?
Both those trucks each had a car.
Where?
Right there.
This race has definitely caused some damage, and it's the start of a long weekend for all these drivers. So, in the back, picking up speed, Carl Parks, the leader. Carl Parks, 07, followed by Bob Harvey. Here we go, back under the green. There goes Bob Harvey. Bob Harvey taking control of it. Robert Sprague right behind him. There goes Howard. Howard and Wagoner with a big mess. Oh, boy. Tom Wagoner and Mark Howard with a big mess. And we got another yellow. Almost every car is getting some sort of damage in this race. Mark Howard now taking a bite off of his car. Look at the rear end of Howard's, 31. What happened to his car? Ed told him to switch around and they're all hauling ass now. All right, let's try and get this back underway, and here we go, under the green. And let's see how long they last now. It is Bob Harvey followed by Robert Sprague. Harvey and Sprague, and then Parks and Wheaton. Here comes Don Harper. Harper coming back. Harvey followed by Sprague. Harvey and Sprague, and then Parks and Harper. Don Harper moving into fourth. It is still Bob Harvey. Bob Harvey and Robert Sprague. Don Harper trying to get around Parks. Parks is a roadblock. Carl Parks at third, and in the meantime, Harvey and Sprague are running away with it. Still having trouble getting around Parks is Don Harper. Bob Harvey and Robert Sprague running away from it. Carl Parks is an amazing roadblock. Everybody's been running away from it now. Parks hanging on to third. Harper trying to get around him. It is Harvey and Sprague all alone. Harvey and Sprague all by themselves. Wheaton and Harper trying to get around Parks. Parks is hanging on to third. It is still Parks. There goes Harper. Don Harper into third. Here's your leader, Bob Harvey, coming down the straight. Harvey and Sprague, 1 and 2. It is Harvey and Sprague. Wheaton trying to get into fourth. Kenny Wheaton into fourth place. Buddy Murphy coming into the pits. Bob Harvey and Robert Sprague have caught up to the rest of the pack. It is 16 and 27, 1 and 2. It's a two-man race now. It's a two-man race. Robert Sprague trying to get around Bob Harvey. It is Harvey and Sprague on the back stretch. Harper is third. Wheaton is fourth. Here comes Harvey. Harvey and Sprague through the slow. Oh, a lot of traffic now. Robert Sprague. There goes Sprague. Sprague and Harvey on the back stretch behind the traffic. There goes Harvey. Bob Harvey taking it through the slower traffic on the. Oh, there goes Monty Murphy spinning out. Monty Murphy spinning out. Completed at this 35-lap main event. The Hams I-5 Challenge. Bob Harvey the leader. Robert Sprague second. Don Harper third. Kenny Wheaton fourth. There goes Harvey. Harvey with the lead. Robert Sprague second. Don Harper third. 27 followed by 65 and then 01. That's second, third, and fourth. Bob Harvey. Now followed by Sprague. 1, 2, and 3. Harvey, Sprague, and Harper. Picking up ground now on Bob Harvey. Here comes Sprague. Sprague making up ground. Robert Sprague coming up on Bob Harvey. Sprague chasing Harvey. They've battled before. Here comes Sprague. Look at him go. Boy, that was close. That was a close one. Robert Sprague darting to the inside. Harvey shutting him down. Harvey and Sprague. Sprague looking for a way out. Sprague hitting some dirt. Here comes Sprague again in between 3 and 4. Up close to Harvey. turned back into a two-man race again. It is Harvey and Sprague, 16X and 27. Don Harper is third. Harper is third. Look at Sprague. Sprague, Harvey shuts the door. Bob Harvey holding on to first. Robert Sprague right behind him. It's a two-man race. Coming down to the main stretch. It's Harvey and Sprague. Harvey and Sprague. And then Don Harper. Sprague trying to get around Bob Harvey on the back stretch now. Coming back out is Mark Howard. Mark Howard coming back out now. Bob Harvey going to the inside. There's a slower car there. Look out. Here comes Robert Sprague. Sprague right behind Harvey, getting through slower traffic. Bob Harvey. Harvey winding his way through the slower traffic. Here comes Harvey. Harvey followed by Sprague. Here comes Sprague. Sprague coming up on Harvey. On the backstretch, it's a battle again. Yellow flag as over the side of turn 3. Look out. Look out. They're a little worse for wear. Most of these drivers and their cars a little worse for wear because of tonight. It has been action-packed, to say the least. As we work on getting Carl Park's car off turn 3. The Hams I-5 Challenge, a very important series, and I think you can kind of feel it from these drivers, how the intensity level that they're racing at tonight. That will continue the rest of this weekend. It's a big weekend for them, a lot of points involved tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday afternoon in Roseburg. So we've lost. All right, here we go. Bob Harvey and Robert Sprague and Don Harper. 1, 2, 3. Doyle Dendy is a few laps down, having to go into the pits. It's a top 3 battle right now. Harvey, Sprague, and Harper. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Sprague up on Harvey. Bob Harvey leading through much of this race. It is still Mr. Harvey from Roseburg. Bob Harvey, Robert Sprague, and watch out for Don Harper. Harper could sneak in there at any time. All it takes is a mistake from either Harvey or Sprague, and Don Harper is right there. It's a 3-man race. Bob Harvey, Robert Sprague, and Don Harper. Here we go. Robert Sprague, he comes up real close. He'll try a quick move. Robert Sprague on the outside. Kenny Wheaton spins out. He gets back on. Wheaton spins out, but he's back on with no problem. It is still Harvey. Harvey and Sprague. Harvey, Sprague, and then Harper falling back farther into third. Sprague on the outside of Harvey. He knows he's running out of time. Bob Harvey and Robert Sprague running out of time. Harvey and Sprague on the back stretch. Robert Sprague needs to do something soon. Here comes Sprague. Here he comes. Oh, boy. 1 lap to go, and Robert Sprague does it. Harvey and Sprague, 1 lap. This is the last lap. Sprague has pulled it out. Sprague has pulled it out. Coming around for the checkered flag. It is Robert Sprague. Robert Sprague pulling it out on the last lap. Wow, what a shootout. Sprague pulling it out. Oh, that must be disappointing for Bob Harvey. Ouch. Robert Sprague pulling it out on the last lap to take the A main. Wow. Hams I-5 Challenge race, double points race, Sunday afternoon in Roseburg.